Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And let's see what tarot has for us. I'm going to start doing this weekly from now on because I've just not got enough time to sit down every day and do it. So it's just going to be one's just jumped out. This is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there we go. Knight of Cups has jumped out for this week. Okay, and now you can see that's handsome chap riding a white steed, knight on a white horse. Look at that. Though he's quite in tune with his emotions, this person. He's not afraid to say what he thinks and feels. He's quite a nice person, but his heart rules his head more than anything else. Although he's not unintelligent, he's quite a clever person, but his heart does rule his head. But he's also got he's also in touch with his intuition. He's got a good gut instinct. Right, so this is describing you who are watching it at the moment. You've got a good gut instinct. You know how to listen to that little inner voice when it speaks to you, and you're in touch with your feelings. You're not afraid to say what you think. Or maybe sometimes you are. Maybe this is the time when you can actually say what you think. Maybe there's something been on your mind for a while and you've not been able to say anything. Well, this card is saying to you, get in touch with your feelings and say what you feel. Go from the heart at this point in time. Not really from your head. Your head can give you advice, but sometimes you need to get your feelings involved as well. And that's what this card is telling you at the moment. Get those feelings involved. And if you need to speak to somebody in connection with emotions and feelings, now is the time to do it. And I would say as well, looking at that in regards to general speaking in the country or the world as a whole, it does look as if feelings are going to be riding quite high at the moment. Feelings, emotions, people wanting other people to take sides. It's almost like there's a lot of well, they use propaganda anyway, don't they, all the time. Propaganda to try and get you to join a side. And it's like splitting people down the middle, families, brothers and sisters, friends, being split with their opinions, their feelings towards groups of people or towards popular opinions, dreams even, or political events, something like that. But what you have to be careful of here is when that happens, when they're using propaganda against you, it's manipulation, right? So, and this is how they get your emotions as well. You only have to look at the adverts on the TV to see how they do that. You see, and I think I've mentioned this before in another video, one of the easiest ones to spot are the soap powder adverts, when they've got the mother and the children. Oh, this is little Johnny, he does football, look how dirty his clothes are. Oh, but this is Mrs. Smith, and she is really proud of her son doing football, so because she's a good mother, she's going to use this washing powder. And this is how they get your emotions involved, because people care about children, so they'll have a child in the advert. And if it's not a child, it'll be an animal. You've seen some of the other adverts with the cleaning. Oh, this is your dog's got hair everywhere, with this vacuum to clean it up. Things like that. This is how they get your emotions, and once they've got your emotions, they can manipulate you. And this is the propaganda they use. But once you spot it in, let's say, an advert, as I say, those are the easiest places to see it. And also newspapers, because the headlines will be quite emotional. This person was attacked by a crocodile. Well, in actual fact, the person jumped into the lake knowing there were crocodiles there and landed on top of one. So, of course, the crocodile bit it. bit him. You know, there's some really stupid headlines, but when you read the actual article, it doesn't make sense to the headline itself. But the headline itself will be very emotional to draw you in and to manipulate you. Okay, but when you start seeing it, as I say, you won't stop seeing it, you'll see it even more. So this card is telling you to be aware of that. Groups of people trying to manipulate you and trying to use your emotions against you or for their own ends. Okay, so that's something you can watch out for there. But let me know what you think of this card. As before, put any comments down in the comments section down the bottom there, and don't forget to click like and subscribe as well. And what I want to do, because I'm not doing so many, I'm not doing the daily tarot, what I want to do is to try and ask some questions of the cards. I've got loads of stuff that I want to look at, but I've just not had the time to do it. So I'm going to try and fit that in each week as well, trying to get something like that done and have a look at different cards and also look at the astrology as well. That's another thing I want to do some videos on. Okay, so hopefully I'll have some time to do that. Yeah, I must really try and get round to it, but hopefully that will be on there pretty soon. So as I say, let me know what you think in the comments below. Click like and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. Take care. Bye bye.